All right, what's up, everybody? Otis Funkmeyer. This is a very, very incredibly most 10 out of 10 special episode of Tick Tick Pop. Welcome. So as our regular viewers know, I'm pretty obsessed right now with two things: groove and conditioning. So last night after I went live, I was thinking to myself, who's like the best groover to me, like of anybody? And for some reason, Flomaster came to my mind. And I was like, damn, Flomaster's dope. So I pull up a video of Flomaster that we're going to watch. We're going to run through this whole thing. And I watch it, and then in the related videos, they had like an interview with Flomaster about nutrition and groove. And I was like, what? And I went down a Flomaster rabbit hole, and I was like, oh my God, I found the person that I've been looking for. My last serious teacher was Skeeter Rabbit. And when Skeeter Rabbit passed away, R.I.P., I wrote this eulogy. It actually got read by Tony Basil at his funeral, for what it's worth. And I was like, well, now I have to teach myself. You know, that was his thing. And so ever since then, I haven't had a teacher in my own mind. I've had teachers, but not really like a teacher. And I feel like I've been stuck in a way. Like, I don't really feel when I see myself that I'm a world-class groover, and I don't feel like I have world-class conditioning. And I think that those are the things that are most important to me. I feel like if you don't have those in 2017, what are you doing? Like, we're athletes, homie. And the more commentaries I do, the more clear that gets to me. So as I went down this Flomaster rabbit hole, it became very clear to me that the only thing that's important to me in my entire life right now is to become Flomaster's student. That's all I want. He lives in LA. I'll do anything. So this is a message to you, Flomaster, in addition to a commentary, that anything, I'll do literally anything, like Fight Club. I'll stand outside for 4 days. I'll give away all my possessions. I don't care. What you know, who you are, what you have, which we're about to see in this commentary, is everything that I want. I feel like I finally found someone who is exactly on the same page as me and is light years ahead of me on that page. So this is a really special commentary to me, and I think that those with ears to hear and eyes to see are likely to get more out of this commentary than any commentary I've done before. So let me load up our first video, which is the first video that I watched last night on that fateful night that changed my life and made the next phase of my life reveal itself. Look at the shit talker come back. I ain't talking no shit right now, homie. Look at that, so funny. That's from our jump rope thing. Damn, we on some kind of whack shit right now because I'm having all these kind of camera issues. So now I gotta let you guys in on my inner world. I gotta do like this, and then I gotta do this. Look at that. You're seeing behind the scenes. Let's see. All right, good enough. Is that good enough? No. We can do better than that. All right, cool. All right, so this is Flomaster at Bust a Move 9, Montreal, where he was the top rock and locking judge. So check out the groove, bruh.
If I see something I like, I have to go for it. And I like what I see, baby.
Look at the head and the torso. so.
I gotta do a boat on Friday night. I couldn't find a damn thing to do.
Yeah, Texas weed, boy. Yeah, Texas weed.
And the conditioning. I mean, like just the how high his knees come up. The form. It's like the form combined with the groove. The vocabulary. We're stopping. We're going. The spin. Just like it's nothing. The combination of just dancing, just straight dancing, the vocabulary of blocking, that's a funky little step right there. Strength. But I'm telling you, the main thing that sticks out for me in this song is the groove. The groove. Just watch the chest and the head. It's all, I don't even know that I'm going to say anything. Look at that right there. Just look at that.
And I like what I see, baby. I gotta do a boat on Friday night. I couldn't find a damn thing to do.
Yeah, Texas weed, boy. Yeah, Texas weed. Yes.
Right there, man. I mean, come on. Character. Performance. And of course, this is a terrible camera angle for what we're watching, but we're on a journey recreating what happened to me last night. Interacting with the audience. All right. So that's cool, right? Like, that's when I was like, oh, that's awesome. Flomaster's awesome, right? But that was just the beginning, bruh. That was like the baby steps
Hey, this
beginning.
is Isaac with Funked Up TV, representing FitMentality.com.
So this is a video called Flomaster on fitness and nutrition and moves versus groove. And this is when I started realizing, oh shit, this shit is real.
The class in San Francisco, California. Say what's up, Flo? What's up, what's up, what's up? So in the beginning, we started with just a whole bunch of jumping jacks. And that got us kind of thinking how important nutrition and fitness is in dance. So I'm going to kind of tell us some.
So what I want to say is, the other thing that happened, right, is to me, right, I'm some nobody, right? I'm just like some random dude who's having theories, right? So to have all of these theories, which is what you're about to see, validated by somebody you could argue is the best. I mean, Flomaster is one of the very best b-boys in the world and one of the very best lockers in the world, and is trained with everybody. He's so legit. Crazy Legs, Ken Swift, Sugar Pop, Campbell Lock Jr., Skeeter Rabbit, just all of them, man. All of them. Wigs.
Thoughts about that, how important it is.
Well, the whole thing about nutrition and dance, I believe that dancers should treat their body like athletes. Like so many athletes, boxers, football players, basketball players, they have a routine. They have what they eat, how they sleep, how they stretch, and how they do strength work. And the dancers are missing that. Like, I think dancers are one of the toughest athletes out there, because I call them athletes because how we beat up our bodies, and I see a lot of them come to jams and they don't stretch. I see a lot of them get into battles and they eat chips. And
chips, bro. Where's the green
water,
juice?
And then when they finish, they don't warm down. I see they get a couple hours of sleep, and it's like to have a longevity.
You see, it's all I ever talk about.
My thing is,
train like an athlete.
I'm 39 years old.
39.
And I entered a contest at Renegades. I did the top rock, and Bonnie and
Clyde.
I don't think I would have made it as far if I didn't stretch, if I didn't get enough sleep, and I didn't have a new nutrition. So right now, what I'm doing,
Teach me,
I'm teaming up with guys,
Flowmaster.
I'm an energy trainer, not a personal trainer.
Energy trainer.
Energy trainer, because I like
This
to
dude
keep
is
people
speaking my language.
His name is Brandon Brazier. He has a product.
Dude, and he knows the
it's a vegan and
look at that,
vegetarian
Vega.
meal replacement. It's called Vega.
He knows the
any of y'all have heard of it,
triathlete,
by
man.
far one of the best supplements and the best eating plans that you can do to be an athlete. So me
This
and
dude
him
is
about
so
to team
real.
up, where he's going to be doing all the nutrition and I'm going to be doing all the training, and we're going to incorporate it in for dancers. Because I think now it's time for dancers to understand this now. I believe that I see all these kids doing these incredible things, but just imagine if a 20-year-old kid
Just
learns
imagine.
how to get a proper rest.
That's right.
Stretching,
That's
nutrition,
right.
And everything. Oh my God. It ain't
Oh
nothing
my
that these
God.
kids can do. So pretty soon, watch out for B-Boy Flomaster and Brandon Brazier.
We're going to take it to the next level, man.
4 dancers. Look out for it.
Coming to you soon. In his class, he also talked about the difference between just moves and then the groove. So,
Look at this.
About that, how important both of them
Look
are.
at this.
Both
One
of them
interview.
is very important, especially
Everything I'm
when
talking
you're in a
about.
battle. Yes, you gotta have moves in battles, because when you're in a battle, people want to see who has the best
True.
move. But as the
Look at
competition
this, dude.
goes
Look at this
on,
guy.
sometimes you can't keep doing moves. You gotta have the dance with it, because if you add the dance
my God.
with it, it just makes
Please,
it.
Flomaster,
it just
teach
makes
me.
it another level. Like me, my whole thing is about the dancing, but I'm losing the move now, so I gotta get back into the moves. Because I think yesterday the reason why I lost, because number one,
How
I didn't
honest he
have no
is.
moves. Of course I had to dance, but okay, Flo, you showed everybody that you can dance. But now, where is the moves? Now, if I had the moves and then I had the dance, then I think, to me, and deep down in my heart, I think we would have won it yesterday.
Look how real
it's
this
very
guy is.
important that you gotta have both of them together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's a
without
Skeeter Rabbit
peanut butter.
analogy right
You
there.
can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
Right
without the
there,
jelly.
boy.
Combine them both together. I hope that makes sense.
It makes sense, bro.
Made
It
sense to
makes
me.
sense.
Peanut
Trust.
butter jelly time.
Peanut butter and jelly time. Peanut butter and jelly time.
Okay, so this is Isaac with FunkedUpTV, FitMentality.com.
What up, Isaac?
Thank you so much.
What up,
Keep an
Flo?
eye out for Vega. I've seen it actually at Whole Foods. I was there yesterday. I've seen it.
Number one.
Time to try it out, man. For sure. Thank you so much.
So our Flomaster journey is just beginning, bro. Who is this, Hurricane? Hurricane's no joke either, bro. But the thing with Flomaster is he's on exactly the tip. It's more than dancing, bro. It's longevity, it's health, it's spirit, it's wellness. It's not getting injured. Look at this. Look at this. What the fuck? Oh my God. The athleticism is scary, man. And that's just locking, dude. Dude can b-boy like crazy too. So we're just getting warmed up. So now I'm like, oh my God, I think I found the dude. And now, what is the other thing I'm always talking about these days? Party dances. Check this out.
I don't think I have time for party dance.
Oh.
I can do that tomorrow. I got a while and a half. My whole thing is to get y'all to understand the lock first. There's no sense me teaching the party dance if you're trying to get locking and you're trying to make a name in locking. You got to understand locking first before you can put the party dances and take it to another level.
That's fair. So where I'm at, I hope, is I understand popping. Now I need the party dances. Right? A lot of us are at that place, I
The
think.
party dances is not this. The party dances is, well, you got to dance with girls.
Oh,
The reason why
shit.
they're so funky and the
real-
reason why a lot of lockers.
See, I've thought this forever, but finally someone just comes out and says it, man. Wiggles kind of said it, but Flomaster just straight
The
up.
party
boom.
dances is not this. The party
not a
dances is,
class.
well, you got to dance with girls. The reason why they're so funky and the reason why a lot of lockers are so incredible dancing in the circle and dancing by themselves, but you put a girl in front, they don't know what to do.
I'm
This
right there.
dance was originally for girls.
All right, I gotta tell a little story that just like it so reiterates everything he's saying. So like a year ago, I was out with the homies and we were at the Hollywood Bowl seeing like Basement Jacks, right, and Bootsy Collins. Now I was dancing and everything was good. And then out of nowhere, the homie D-Lock, what's up, Donna Aragante, comes up. And we're having a good time. We're dancing. I haven't seen her in forever. And we're super vibing. And then her homegirl comes over. I don't know who her homegirl is. Some Latina girl. Real cute. And I start dancing with her. And she's like straight up partner dancing with me. Like Latin. And I'm just like lost, right? And I can feel she's like like, okay, dude, you're a guy. Like, let's do this. And I just failed, man. And she just straight up, she was kind of drunk, and she was just like, you need to learn to dance with girls. Like, I thought when I was watching you dance, I'm like, yo, this dude's real. And then I saw that you're not real. She didn't say it so harsh, but it stuck with me forever. And I was like, everything she's saying is true, right? And everything he's saying is true. And I know it because I've experienced it.
Guys dancing with women. That's how the lockers got so funky. I dance with girls. If you look on Soul Train, everybody dances with everybody. Just like she was just telling us. We don't dance with girls no more. Girls don't dance with guys no more.
So, Flomaster, I got a straight up question for you, right? Just like straight up. People don't dance with each other anymore, so like, how do you learn? Like, it's not the 60s and 70s anymore. Like, he's about to say, you know, you look on Soul Train, maybe you already said it, like everybody's dancing together. Nah, dude, people don't do that. You go to a club, you're either freaking on somebody or you're dancing by yourself. Like, that's the deal as far as I've seen. So I think that, I don't know, how do you get that in an era where, like, this is not the era of that, right? I think you'll understand, but it's a genuine dilemma that I face, because every time I've tried to learn partner dancing with like in a artificial environment, it just doesn't feel real.
It's all about going into a club and you're like, make a circle. You ready? You ready? That doesn't help to me, that's not transforming each other's dance. We're not feeling each other. Now it becomes a competition. And no longer the groove and the dance is there no more. But when I'm dancing with you, and then all of a sudden you do something funky, I'm like, oh yeah, girl, I like that shit. I like that too. Now,
look at
we
that.
are transforming
Correct.
stuff together.
On a human level.
She said,
look at that.
Bang.
You see everybody immediately start to look at that.
We're transforming stuff together. So now when it's time you dance by yourself, you're so used to grooving with a girl, you automatically does it. But if you don't do this with the girl,
sexy,
you'll never get it. So tomorrow we're gonna work on the groove, y'all.
Yeah. And now I'm like, oh my God, this is that dude. I was not sure somebody like this existed, right? I literally wasn't sure anyone existed that could help me. I thought I was going to have to do this on my own. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I had it in me. And then this is when the shit got real next level. And I was like, okay, I'll do anything. Like, I'll give up my whole life to train with this person. This all I want is to be Flomaster's student after I see this video. And then we're still not done, homie. So this is like some ad, right? For Vega.
Well, most sports fall into two categories. There's endurance, which obviously takes a long, steady, sustainable approach. And then there's traditional strength training, like bodybuilding, for example. But then there are the sports that require short, quick, intense bursts, but are over a long period of time. Soccer, hockey, football, dance, MMA. So I'm here with my buddy Flo.
Look at this.
And this guy.
Brendan, if you don't know who Brendan Brazier is, get your shit right. And now he's just with Brendan Brazier at Anderson Silva's gym. Now I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, I just stepped into the twilight zone, homie. Like, who is this superhuman that walks amongst us?
He's a pro. I mean, he's a professional dancer. He's an MMA trainer. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Well, just like Brandon said, in between that fighting and dancing is in between. When you fight, you got to have endurance, but you got to be quick to explode. When you see an opening, you can't wait. You got to explode, get in there, bang, 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 try to knock him out and get out if you can. Then you got to bring your heart rate down and settle back down and wait till another opening. Dancing is the same.
Look at this. He's talking about heart rates. He knows. Somebody who knows in a world full of people that are confused. This is a guy who knows. Listen to this guy.
Same thing. It's still the same thing, that you got to be nice and calm and relax, but then you got to hit it with a big, incredible moves where you do a 90 or spin on your head, get out, and relax again.
I love it.
Just throwing
So
in
for this
B-boy
type of sport, both
like
aerobic and anaerobic capacity are essential. Obviously, you got to be strong aerobically to go the distance, but anaerobic is so important because you get up to your anaerobic threshold, then you recover, comes down, and then you can fight hard or go back again really strong. So success in this sport is based on your ability to drop your heart rate back down quickly.
And how to do that is, just like he said,
He knows
strengthen
how,
up
man.
your anaerobic first. Get that strong, and then the
how.
anaerobic will get stronger. And when the aerobic fitness gets stronger, the anaerobic gets stronger, and you can recover quick. So let me give you an example for a anaerobic. Like if you're gonna shadow box, that's anaerobic. This is aerobic. For dancing, this is anaerobic. This is aerobic.
Look, he knows.
So one is light and one is high.
Like I'm
Anaerobic,
learning.
you want simple carbs. So you want things like gel, like Vegas Sport Endurance Gel, for example, or the homemade ones that I have in my book. Get you the simple carbs, they fuel your muscle, they digest super easily. And that's really important because if you have a lot of blood going to your stomach to digest food, that means less blood in your arms and your legs. It means it delivers less oxygen and removes fewer waste products. Last thing you want. So
See, I learned.
simple, easily digestible carbs, that's what's going to fuel you and get you through this kind of thing.
The problem that people have is they can't tell the anaerobic and the aerobic fitness. So I always tell people, and I always do it myself, is I wear a heart monitor.
Look at this. See, this is where we got to take this. He's talking about using technology. This is real. This dude is too real.
Any professional, I don't care what style of sport that you do, you have to have a heart monitor.
We're getting it, man.
Thing on, because what that does is that
Tick,
tells you
Pop's
what
gonna
heart
look at
zone,
that.
if you're in the aerobic or the anaerobic. So it'd be
You
no
know,
guessing,
no
need to
guessing.
guess. You know that if you're going too fast, you know you need to slow down. If
Okay, I gotta take a minute and say why this is so relevant to me. If you go back and you watch my commentary that I did of my battle with Devious, the main thing I said is that I gassed out, right? And I realized, like, whoa, battling at a high level is a cardio thing, man. And, you know, like, I probably should have known that, but, you know, I didn't, and now I do. But I don't know what to do to make it better. I certainly don't know the science of it. So he comes in with science, because I was like, I couldn't recover. After 4 rounds, I was like, yo, I'm out. And then when Jay Smooth stopped the battle, I was like, thank God, I don't have it in me to go more. And
if you want to do the aerobic, if you want it to be anaerobic, then you look at your heart rate, and then if it's down in aerobic, then that means you need to speed it up. So it's very important to have a heart rate monitor. Very important.
To get your heart rate to drop more quickly so you can recover faster, you've got to be well hydrated. And of course, hydration is 2 parts. 1 part water, the other part electrolytes, which are minerals, magnesium, potassium, iodine, sodium, all those things. You've got to get those in. That's going to hydrate you. That's going to allow your heart rate to drop quickly, and that's going to make you a more successful fighter, dancer, football player, soccer player.
Pretend I know this stuff, but not
Very
on this
important
level.
about the recovery, because in dancing, it's about when you go out there and you have the first battle and you got to go to the next battle. It's about the person who keeps recovering. It's the person who normally wins the battle, because their mind, their brains, their body, everything starts working like it should be. Fighting is the same thing. The person
he knows. We're gonna listen to that like again.
Battle, and you had the first battle. It's about when you go out there and you have the first battle and you got to go to the next battle. It's about the person who keeps recovering. It's the person who normally wins the battle, because their mind, their brains, their body, everything starts working.
Commentaries. You see it.
Like it should be. Fighting is the same thing. The person who, when the first round goes, the person who comes out fresh the next round is normally the one who takes home the gold. So recovery is the #1 thing. And any exercise, fitness.
Listen to his voice. He knows.
Is
He's
normally
not
the one who
confused.
takes home the gold. So recovery is the #1 thing. And any exercise, fitness, competition that you ever do, recovery is your number.
Flomaster, I've just been
Functional
looking. You have no idea
strength
how long
sports
I've been looking.
require the quick bursts, so they need the carbs. You've got to have those simple carbs that digest easily, don't require a lot of blood to go to your stomach. Plus, you need hydration. You've got to have that good hydration to bring the heart rate down. That's what's going to make you a better dancer, better fighter.
Bring it back. Beautiful. 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 Now, look right. Don't think about it.
To learn more, check out all this cool stuff on this page.
Look at his character. This guy's amazing. You're amazing, Flomaster. All right, and now it just keeps going. Like, I just couldn't believe it. My mind is already so blown. Now we're with Anderson the Spider Silva, potentially the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
I caught up with Flomaster on the red carpet, which is actually quite yellow, which is Anderson's favorite color.
Very, yes.
Now, Flomaster, to most of you, is known in the MMA industry as, one of the first tap out guys.
One of the first tap out guys? Who is this
been
guy?
Training
Vega?
for years, so on and so forth. But I actually know him as one of the most phenomenal b-boys out there. So you break dance and travel all over the world dancing with Usher and who else?
Wayne. I've been with Wayne Brady, Britney Spears.
Spears.
Was me. My guy named Mike Morris was the first two guys that danced with Jessica Simpson. Will Smith, my very first artist that I worked for, the best guy in the whole world. Will Smith
he knows
and Nick
the
Cannon.
best guy. Nick Cannon.
So needless to say, we're rubbing elbows with a phenomenal dancer, athlete of all types. Now let me ask you, this is Anderson Silva's grand opening of his brand new gym. Have you been here watching the evolvement of this location from the ground up?
Oh yeah, I seen it when none of this was here, when stuff was all crazy and crazy. So just seeing it now from when it first started is incredible.
So they're at the opening of Anderson Silva's gym, which I believe is in Torrance,
and I love getting beat
California.
up here. I love it.
I was just
Shout
about
out
to ask, how are you looking
Sotanaka,
forward
aka
to training
Tetris
here?
from Torrance.
Well, I asked Anderson to train me for my MMA fight.
I
but
asked
Anderson told me no.
Anderson to
He
train
said, you the best dancer in the world. Why do you want to fight? No, you dance. No fight, no fight. So I got to listen to him.
You actually sound just like him in that impression.
I've been with him so long, it grows on you. It grows on you.
Now tell me some of the stars you've brought to train here with Anderson, or not here, but to train with Anderson in the past.
The only two guys that I brought to train and work out with Anderson is Usher and Mr. Wayne Brady. Them are the only two.
And were they like little kids in candy stores or what?
Usher was a kid at a candy store. Like when I put them two in front of each other and started sparring, it was so funny because when me and Usher spar, he tried to knock me out. But when he goes against Anderson, I'm like, no, you need to fight him like you fight me. Don't know, hit him.
So I'm sure there's some really cool pictures of all of this.
Anderson is the best. He's by far the best. I train with a lot of MMA fighters and a lot of teachers, and the only guy that comes close to Anderson Silva is Eric Paulson and Jeremy Horn. But other than that,
he knows who the best teachers are.
Great. Well, anything else you want to say to Anderson or anyone here tonight?
I just want to say, Anderson, thank you for taking me on as a student, and thank you for trusting in me and knowing that I won't turn my back on you no matter what. You have a fan, and you have a brother for life, and I'm always going to be there for you, sir.
If you take me on, Flomaster, and this is the only objective I have in my life right now is to make that happen, I give you the same oath of loyalty. I will work hard. I will never turn my back. I will be loyal to the teaching. I will be upstanding. Just everything. Like, you're so legit. I barely have words for it. This guy embodies everything I believe in.
I have one last question to ask you, and this has to do with the dance battle. I just saw you getting down. You kind of were getting battled by a 4-year-old little girl.
Listen to this.
Let me tell you something. For these old school cats who loves the battle, start battling kids because they don't care. One thing about grown-ups like us, when we get a name, we lose that kidness. We lose that whole thing of letting go and the ego and scared to lose. Kids doesn't care if they losing. That's why they're beating adults. Like if you go to Japan right now, they got little kids 7 or 8 years old smoking grown people because they got that ego, and them little kids doesn't care. Go back to just don't care. Just have fun. What is your name if you're not having fun?
Listen to that.
What is your back to just don't care? Just have fun. What is your name if you're not having fun?
Great. Thank you for your time, Flomaster.
Look at that. That's what I
Great. Thank you for your time, Flomaster. I appreciate it. This is Tracy Lee for bboylifestyle.com and tckpro.com.
funk. And it just keeps going. I mean, what do we got 3 left? This is nuts. I love this dance, man.
My name is B-Boy Flomaster from the Footwork Fanatics.
This is a great interview, too. Premier
First
pas de
step was
danse.
this right here. This was my very first step. I would go to a school dance all night long. This is all I would do. People be laughing at me, and I didn't care. I'd just be doing this all night long. I don't know the name of this damn step, but this is the first dance step that I ever learned in my dance career. Crazy Legs was my first b-boy battle because I wanted to get into Rocksteady crew. And everybody who wanted to get in Rocksteady crew, you had to battle a member in Rocksteady crew.
You got into Rocksteady.
I guess I got Crazy Legs, and he used to smoke me so much. Smoke me. And to the point where they saw that I was ready to get in, that I was dedicated, that I was tired of getting smoked, and then they let me into Rocksteady crew. So my first b-boy. That was 1994. 1994.
I pay attention. Using Jam on the Groove.
That I did was Jam on the Groove. It was all
Skeet,
Broadway shows.
Jazzy,
Ken Swift,
Adesla,
Crazy Legs,
Wiggs,
Mr. Wiggles,
Pete.
Adesla, Doc, and so many other people. Fable, Pop, Master Fable. It was like, man, it was like I was with the dream team of hip hop.
That is the dream
and
team.
I learned so much.
I've heard so many stories from Pete and Skeet
who I
and
am
Wiggs
today for being in
about
that show.
that
That show really helped me learn how to perform and taught me how to be a better dancer. Oh, Ken Swift is nothing with Remind. I love Remind. Remind is my boy. That is my road dog. But you gotta understand, Ken Swift is my life. Just like I said, I got beat by Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs was my first b-boy teacher. But when I saw Ken Swift, I was like, that's the guy I want to be like. And he took me underneath his wing. I want to be like.
You are the guy I want to be like. Straight up. No joke. No bull. Real talk. Real talk. Putting it out into the world to manifest. And so it is.
And he took me underneath his wing. And if you ask Ken Swift today, he would tell you he only has one student that he teaches. And that's me.
And that is my goal, is for Flomaster to say the same thing about me. Into the universe. C'est la vie. Si tu étais
the man, the myth. He's gone now. Michael Jackson. It'd be Michael Jackson, man. He's the best entertainer. Like, I love dancers who can go out there and don't do that much. Just move a little bit and make people just.
Me too. Remember when my commentary? Anybody watching this? The Summer Dance Forever, when Brooke came out, and I was like, look, the casual killer. He's hardly doing anything, and he's just killing people. That's what it's about.
Understand what you are doing, instead of going out there spinning on your lips and your head and all that, doing all these incredible moves. He was nice and simple and funky. What is it called? Different Kind of Lady by the Jackson 5? Different kind of lady, driving me crazy. I guess I would have to say either DJ Qbert or DJ Scribbles.
Dude has good taste, man.
I have to say Ricky
good
Martin.
Interview.
That might sound crazy, but
Ricky Martin. All right.
Either Enter the Dragon or The Game of Death. Bruce Lee, baby. Can't get no better than that.
You are not a dancer.
If I wasn't a dancer, I would be a UFC fighter.
I'd be an internet entrepreneur.
If I was a country, it would be Japan. It's Greg Camelot Jr. He taught me how to be a better person. He taught me not only how to lock, but he taught me how to be kind to one another. He taught me not to talk bad about people. He told me that if somebody's better than you, give them props, help them out, cheer for them, be happy that you're dancing. And he taught me all that, man.
It's real, man. That's what I want to, this is what exactly what I want to be like,
I see my future, or I see my legacy is when I die and pass, I want to be like a Skeeter Rabbit. I want to be like a Greg Kavanaugh Jr. I want people to be like, yes, they was incredible dancers. But before all the incredible dancers, I want them to say, he was an incredible person.
Me too, man.
He was cool, because I don't care how incredible
you are. And this
is
when, that's what sealed the deal for me. Just so you know, Flomaster, if you see this, that's what sealed the deal. It wasn't until you said that I was like, I found the guy. The nutrition, the groove, the funk, the dancing with girls. But it's that being a good person. It's so by far the most important thing.
I see my legacy is when I die and pass, I want to be like a Skeeter Rabbit. I want to be like a Greg Kavanaugh Jr. I want people to be like, yes, they was incredible dancers. But before all the incredible dancers, I want them to say, he was an incredible person. He was cool, because I don't care how incredible you are. If you an a-hole and once you pass and you're an incredible dancer, but you're an a-hole, people won't remember you.
And who wants to be like that anyway, man?
I just want to give a shout out to all my teachers, Mr. Wiggles, for making my dream come through, for staying with me when I wanted to be in rock.
Let's take one sec. And now, let me turn this to the audience as opposed to a message to Flomaster. And, this is a person worth emulating. This is a guy who is true to every principle that I hold dear about dancing. I've never seen someone who, in my opinion, is so on it with everything that they're thinking. And one of the things that is so important to me in that regard is just giving so much credit and continual shout out to your teachers. Because without your teachers, you're nothing. That's it. And the best dancers have the best teachers. It's almost a formula. Your teachers, you can only be as good as the teachers you have.
Steady crew and
listen to his teachers.
I wanted to be in rock, Steady Crew, and help me stay at your crib and stuff to get me where I'm
Wigs.
at. I want to thank Prince Ken Swift for giving me my B-Boy legacy, man. If it wasn't for you, Ken, man, I wouldn't be B-Boy Flomaster, man. You showed me the way how to open my skills and open my mind. I want to give shout out to Crazy Legs for being my first B-Boy teacher, Luz Caboose, Richie Rich for helping out in lock-in, and Greg Kavanaugh Jr. for showing me what life is really about, and my wife and my two kids, Kieran, Kai, and Morena. I love y'all. Peace.
Family man. So real. So real. I never seen a dancer this real ever, especially at this skill level. Let's just keep it moving.
Boy Flomaster. I started housing in 1989. Started housing because all the popular guys in high school had all the girls. So when you in high school, you want all the girls too. So I said, well, if I learn how to,
look at this. Look how real.
I started housing in 1989. Started housing because all the popular guys in high school had all the girls. So when you in high school, you want all the girls too.
Damn
so
right.
I said, well, if I learn how to dance, maybe I get all the girls too. So that's how I started house dancing. It's because of the girls. But then as time went on, I did it because I loved it.
Same.
And then when I met Mr. Wiggles and Pee Wee and Legs, then I changed from house to hip hop to breaking and then locking, because I couldn't stand locking. I did not like locking, but when I saw Wiggles do it, then I was like, you know what? I gotta learn this style. So then when I moved to New York, it went to breaking, then to locking, and then when I moved to California, that's when I met Luz Caboose and Richie Rich. Richie Rich is the first guy that got me.
I just love how he's always pointing out his teacher. Shout out to Richie Rich and Luz Caboose, by the way. But just I just want everybody to see, this is how you should be. You should be honorable, right? This is so important to me, and my legacy is doing your best to be honorable to the tradition that you come from and to your teachers. Now, that doesn't mean that you just are hamstrung and you just do everything they say, but it's you set you just like he left legs, right? Legs like you got to choose between 7 gems and commandos or whatever, and he's like, all right, I'm doing 7 gems. Like, you got to be true to yourself first, but you got to be honorable, man. And it's so much more rare than I would have thought. And the way that I see that is like when I hear this, it's just like, wow, you're one of the only people I hear just constantly referring to the people that showed you the way.
Rocking on beat, because I was the kind of guy that did not listen to the music. I was so fast. The
Which
beat
is
was
so
boom,
crazy,
and I'd be like, boom,
so
boom, boom,
musical
boom,
now.
totally off beat. So Richie kind of calmed me down. And then I met Luce Caboose, who got me kind of funky with that whole feel. And then I met Greg
Luce
Camelot
Caboose
from
was
the
my
original
favorite
Lockers.
locker for a long
And that's when my
time.
locking just started going up and up and up. It started from Don Camelot down. I'm doing it on Soul Train, trying to do the funky chicken, and he couldn't do the funky chicken right. So he started inventing this whole lock thing, being clumsy, looking down, rolling, pointing, and it started on Soul Train from a dance that he could not do. And then by him not being able to do that dance, he created his own style of dancing. And everybody knows it as locking, but that's not the real name. It's called camel lock. It's not locking. This is locking, that's locking. But the camel lock is very few people really knows how to camel lock. The camel lock is more of boom,
man.
boom, boom, stop, look, pause, see a girl walking over to her, more character. People that locks now, they just locking. No stopping, just going, boom, 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 boom. Stop for a minute, then go, boom, boom, boom. But they don't mess with the audience. See, the lockers back then on Soul Train, if you watch Soul Train and see some of the lockers on there, they would lock and they would break out and go to another person and start dancing with them, then coming back and then back into locking. That's the camel lock. And that's what they was doing back in the 70s. And then when the lockers stopped, then a group called Chain Reaction came. And that's what everybody starting to really get their locking style from, because then was the guys who came, to me, took the funk out of locking. They really took the funk out of locking.
It's crazy. He's like,
who came, to me,
he's
took the
real.
funk out of locking. Who
like,
came,
that's not
to me,
pulling
took the funk out of
punches,
locking.
man.
They really took the funk out of locking.
Shots fired.
They not dancing or nothing. They just come out there straight point, non-stop. Not giving the audience time to see what they're doing. They just boom, boom, boom. Now they're on beat, but they doesn't give time to milk it, to let people understand what you're doing, because they're constantly moving. So people's like, as the original lockers, the camel lockers, when they do it, they boom, 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 then back into something else. So that's the difference of the way they was locking back then and the way they're locking now. Because when the lockers stopped, the younger generation that came didn't get to see the camel lockers. They came to see they saw the Chain Reaction. So that's how everybody thought locking was supposed to be, the way Chain Reaction locks. But they took the funk. That's not dancing to me. To me, by constantly doing 1,000 points, that's not dancing. That's just doing a move. The camel locks did a move, but they did it with feeling, and they did it with funk. And they have this whole, when they wrist roll, they just don't wrist roll like this. Feeling, and they did it with funk. And they have this whole, when they wrist roll, they just don't wrist roll like this. They wrist roll with their body moving. All this is keep moving. That's where the funk is at. Where Chain Reaction is just the way everybody locks now.
Oh, Skeet, man. I feel so, I know it's going to happen. I just know in my heart, in the bottom of my heart and my soul, that this is going to happen. And these two people, I can't even imagine having better teachers. It's like a dream come true. Like if I was designing my life as a fairy tale, right there. Right there. And then, I'm just going to say it. We're going to go a little out there, but Skeet, I know you're always there. Help me make this happen. Help me make this happen. And that's right here. It's already done, man. Ha! And then look. And now we get what a perfect finale.
Yo, this is B-Boy Flomaster, man. I'm his own. Get ready to train the monsters, B-Boy. To be a monster, you must train with a monster.
To be a monster, you gotta train with monsters. Look, he's got them skipping. That's how we started tonight.
Let's go!
Look at this. This is no joke, man. He's not playing. He's got him ready. Shout out to ODB, Fallen Soldier.
And back up!
This is what it's about, man. The realness. Real training. Turning this into a science. Bringing the dance to a whole new level, man. Shout out to B-Boy Moy. It's from his channel. The Lava Fix. Skip it in, baby! This is real training. I'm so glad I'm watching this and not doing this right now. This is like bringing MMA training to dance, which is exactly what needs to happen. People that don't get on this train are going to get left behind. I put money on it. This is where everything's going. It's no longer like 94 where you can just like win on talent. Because talented people are going to start doing this. And maybe I'm behind the times and they already are. But I don't really see this with a lot of poppers. But this is what I want to help bring to the game. An athlete, a professional athlete level of conditioning. I'm sure I'm going to so regret this when I actually have to be the one there on the floor with the tires.
Your phone right there. I've been recording on
the pain.
Okay. No, but yours. Why you need mine? Okay. What's in my pocket here? You got it? You got it, Flo? Here.
It's interesting to see, huh? That like, at least from this video, it looks like more of the training is conditioning than it is dancing. The dancing, of course, is crazy important, but damn, that guy in shape.
Got it.
People ask her.
Dig. Come on.
His reaction fixing the plank, not use your lower back. I can't believe doing all that core work and then you have to hold plank. I know when I start working this hard, I'm going to be crying like a little bitch. And I know, man, I know. It's easy for me to sit here and watch this video and say it, but pec stretch.
Please. Don't leave me out. I decided, no, I'm old, but stand. Be slow. No, you ain't know that's just a name.
Larry Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, man.
Too real. I saw him at the cryo chamber. He's just on it, man.
And that's something that B-boys don't do. We do not do it. When we come into a jam and shit is hot and people grabbing and people flipping and girls looking at you and stuff, you're like, oh, you trash. We gonna get this shit. That's why when I go to a B-boy jam, I take a half an hour just to stretch.
Half an hour to stretch.
Well, because I got to go on my body. Like, I'm a whole soul. I like that.
This is what it needs, man. It needs a science. It needs to be made into a science. We're about to hit a limit of how much you can do without a science. It's really like MMA. You're going to have to be able to get every style, too. Just like in MMA, once Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu came out, you couldn't compete at a high level without it. It's going to be the same thing. You have to wave and cut and pop and boogaloo and strut and animate and robot, dime stop, everything. Ground moves, levels.
B-Boy Flomaster, training, Monster Energy.
Word. I don't know how I feel about that Monster Energy coming up. Let's do
B-Boy Flomaster.
Let's keep it.
Training.
B-Boy Flomaster. The way everybody locks now.
Right there. Boom. All right. So I hope that, we're an hour in. We're at an hour. And I hope everyone sees that this is a moment that there's no backing up from this moment. Everything, if you watch this commentary, you're not the same person that you were before you watched it, because you now see that all the things I've been talking about are like, that's the bad part of me right now, which is why Flomaster, I'm coming. Because right now I'm just talking about it. I'm just like watching people and I'm seeing all this stuff and I'm thinking it, and so I'm saying it, but this guy is doing it. He's doing all the things that I'm talking about. So now you've heard it not just from me, but from, one of the highest level street dancers of all time. And somebody whose longevity speaks for itself. I mean, dude is ripped at into his 40s, right? He's not one of these dancers that kind of fell off and started eating bad and everything. So like, I feel like I have a whole new direction for my life, and I'm really beyond excited both for that direction, but also to share it with you, because all the things that I've been wanting, but just kind of, see, here's the thing. I've been like meandering, right? Like I've been trying to learn party dances. I've been trying to learn grooving. I've been trying to dance with girls. I've been trying to get my conditioning up. I've been trying to eat healthier. That's one where I'm doing pretty well. And, but I feel like I can really only go so far on my own, because I'm just kind of like doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. And I feel like I need a trainer, but I don't really want a trainer that's not a dancer, because I want the dancing. I don't just want to be in shape to be in shape, you know? So Flomaster, thank you. Thank you for being you, most of all. Like, most importantly, just like thank you for being the person that you are. Regardless of, you know, what comes of this, like, my life is forever altered because I know now, I don't just think that all of the things that have been on my mind are the real things. So, last thing on this commentary is anybody out there who's connected to Flomaster, who's connected to somebody who's connected to Flomaster, help me get in touch with him. Help me put in a good word. Say what I've been doing, hopefully positively, for the community. You know, that I'm just on the same page exactly. And I truly, you know, I'm going to tell you a little story. So after I I made a Skeeter Rabbit commentary. And then, as a lot of you know, I stopped making commentaries for many months. And since I've come back making commentaries, I've really been like a hermit. Like, I've been really reclusive. I have not been spending time with friends. Ask my friends. They'll tell you. I don't see that guy that much anymore. And I haven't really known why. I've just been in this space of like, just focused on my own development as a person, as an athlete, as a dancer, as a thinker, as a personality, a YouTuber. And I feel like what I've done is I've carved out this space. And I've been working really hard too, just like learning how to work. And I feel like what has happened is it's carved out a space where I'm willing to do whatever it takes now. Like, driving in LA traffic to Manhattan Beach is not easy, right? If he's in Sherman Oaks, going there, none of this is going to be easy. The workout, look what he put those B-boys through. It's not easy. None of this is easy. And it's not until I reach this point where, through this clarity of like, I don't want anything else, right? Like, I don't want money more than this. I don't want girls more than this. I don't want fame more than this. I don't want subscribers more than this. There's nothing I want. I want to be at this level. That's all I care about. I just want to be great. Greatness is what I care about. And I feel like I've found someone that can help me get to what I consider greatness. Because it's not just a great dancer. It's a great athlete. It's having great nutrition. It's having great knowledge of anatomy and physiology and kinesiology. It's having great ability to articulate ideas. It's having great respect for the people who came before me. It's having a great ability to give back to the community. It's just truly being a legitimately great person. And I I've been looking for role models because most of the dancers I know, they're not that into all this stuff. And especially with the high level conditioning and nutrition. And so I've been looking, and I really wasn't sure I was ever going to find anybody. I thought maybe I'm just going to have to figure this all out on my own. And to see that that is not the case, and that even more, like, the guy lives in my city. I'm just so grateful to God and life and the universe and my own ability to manifest that this possibility even exists. So I want to say that, like, I really encourage all of you, because I've been going through it a little bit. And what I mean by that is, like, why am I so reclusive? Why am I so focused on this thing? Like, I haven't known why the things in my life are happening how they're happening. And to see now this, like, space open up where I really feel like I've found the whole next phase of my life, of something to really dedicate myself to. Just, like, truly just put everything into this. I really encourage you to find what it is that you're deeply passionate about, and to trust that life will guide you to what you need to get there. And to Flomaster, I hope you see this. Inshallah, it all comes together. And like I said, more than anything, just thank you. Thank you for existing and for being the person that you are. And really, more than anything, like, demonstrating through your life what it means to be a student. I mean, a guy whose teachers are like Crazy Legs, Wiggles, Ken Swift, Campbell Lock Jr., Loose Caboose, Skeeter Rabbit, and Anderson Silva, and Brendan Brazier. It's just, it's too much, man. It's the most legit thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, one last thing. About 2 years ago, I thought I had found the person that was going to lead me to the next phase of my life, and that was Dame Dash, who started Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z. And I manifested the opportunity to spend the day with Dame Dash in New York. And in the conversation, like, I called him on some things about, like, where he was at with respect to violence, and he flipped out on me. Dame Dash straight up flipped out on me because I called him on it in front of all these people. I'm this white boy in front of all these black people, and at that moment I was like, okay, this isn't the guy. And I thought, okay, I'm all alone, because Dame Dash was the most amazing person to me that I had seen, and I haven't seen anybody since then until last night. Flomaster, my teacher. Let's do this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you see what I see, and you as the audience, in what an amazing gift this is, and how this opens up the entire next phase of both this channel and, like, the evolution of this dance. As I said, I began to have a lot of ideas about how the dance should evolve, and Flomaster took the words right out of my mouth. It's everything he's saying. Everything he's saying is exactly what I'm thinking. That's amazing. Peace out.